All right, Broncos country, we need to have an honest conversation about Riley Moss because he has done a really good job these past couple of weeks of shutting up the haters. Riley's play is going to be heavily scrutinized because he gets targeted a ton. In fact, here are the numbers on that, courtesy of Benjamin Solak. Among 76 outside corners with at least 100 coverage snaps, Riley is the most targeted with 55, but he's third in completion percentage allowed, just 45.5% completion allowed. That's really damn good. Sixth in tight window rate and 13th in coverage success rate. He needs to cut down on the penalties, but he's a good player. And just like my guy Kevin, aka Is Rizzy Fired, formerly known as Is Tom McMahon Fired, points out, a lot of his penalties are deserved, but many are not. I'd actually say more of them are not deserved than actually deserved, and I agree with Nick's comment here. Maybe the refs should cut down on bad calls instead of Riley cutting down on penalties. There are some times where Riley gets out of position, he gets beat, and he's got to grab. We saw that in his first penalty that got called against him in this Cowboys game. He got beat right off the line of scrimmage, so Riley hooked the receiver. I can't remember who it was off the top of my head, but he hooked the receiver right at the line. I believe it was CeeDee Lamb, and didn't allow him to get free. That prevented a touchdown on that play, and it allowed the Broncos to live to fight another down. They did give up a touchdown on that series thanks to another call that was called on Riley. That one was bullcrap. It was just like that Giants call. He was in perfect position. He had his head turned. He was playing the ball, but that felt like a reputation flag. He's got a reputation of getting PI calls in the NFL. The refs saw just a little bit of contact and said, "Oh, it's Riley Moss. I better throw the flag." Sure enough, they did, and when you saw it on replay, you could tell that it was a bullcrap call. And there have been plenty of other bullcrap calls against Riley Moss this year where he's been in position and he's just been tagged for an unnecessary foul. It's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. I gotta put a quarter in the swear jar, too, actually, but it is. It's absolute bull because Riley is in position. And even on some of the completions that he gives up, he's in position, he's in stride, in the hip pocket of the receiver, but there's no defending a perfect throw and perfect catch. That happened to Riley on the very last play of this Dallas game for him, where he ended up getting burned by, I believe it was Jalen Tolbert. It was a beautiful throw by Joe Milton. I've always said Joe Milton can play, and Joe dropped an absolute dime. Riley was in Tolbert's hip pocket right there, but there's no defending a perfect throw and perfect catch. There are plays where Riley gets beat. Every single corner in the NFL is going to get beat. Even the best one in the league in Pat Surtain. But Riley recovers more often than not, and the numbers don't lie here. Riley is playing at a high level. Plus, we saw him take over that number one corner spot after Pat Surtain went down, and we saw Riley Moss. He played rather well in that spotlight. I felt that he was able to show up and not give up too many completions except for that one to Jalen Tolbert. He was in position. He had multiple third down pass breakups in this game. He was able to make his presence known for all 60 minutes. And after Marvin Mims went down, we even saw Riley Moss returning a punt on that last punt by the Dallas Cowboys. That was kind of fun. I saw him roll his sleeves up afterwards because you don't want to have long sleeves if you're a ball handler. That's how the ball can slip out. So literally he rolled up his sleeves and got to work on that punt return. Fair caught it, but still kind of funny seeing Riley Moss out there returning punts. As far as his defense goes, it seems that we might have Riley Moss in a much bigger spotlight for these next few weeks if Pat Surtain has to miss any time. We don't know as of right now if Surtain is going to miss time, but the fact that we haven't heard anything, the fact that Sean Payton didn't even offer up a he's fine or a he's going to be okay at his press conference today, that means that we might be without PS2 for at least a game or two, and if that happens, Riley is going to be in that spotlight. I will say, the other corner for the Denver Broncos who's going to step in, Chris Abrams-Draine, I like Chris Abrams-Draine. I've said many times on this channel that I'm a Chris Abrams-Draine fan. I was over the moon when the Broncos drafted him. I really liked him coming out of Mizzou. But he did get picked on in the final quarter of that game. Dak Prescott was targeting him, and KAD did give up some completions. We've seen KAD play well for the Broncos before. That start that he got against the Chargers where he had a pick on Justin Herbert, that was really good, but I'm kind of worried that if KAD has to step into that cornerback 2 role, then he's going to be that targeted, scrutinized player as opposed to Riley Moss, and KAD is basically going to become the new Riley in the sense of becoming the punching bag for the fan base and some of the media out there. I just encourage you guys to not do that because KAD is a good player, but he's just not an elite corner in the NFL. He doesn't have that skill set. He's got good ball skills, he's got decent athleticism, but he doesn't have the physical tools necessary to be one of the top corners in the NFL, at least in my opinion. He's going to get beat. He's going to give up some plays. But I also believe that Riley's targets are going to go down because he's now guarding the number 1 receiver, and they're going to be picking on KAD a lot more. That's something we're going to be watching for if indeed Pat Surtain has to miss time. All right, Broncos country, be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. I would really appreciate it, guys. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. Additionally, if you guys want to go above and beyond in supporting the channel, please consider becoming a channel member today. I would really appreciate it. It's not mandatory whatsoever, but if you guys want some extra perks and incentives in exchange for helping me out and helping this channel grow, I would really appreciate it. The link is in the description below. And before we get out of here, guys, I want to tell you about the affiliate partner for today's video, Green Gridiron Helmets. Use code DENSYN, DENSYN, link in the description below to save off your first purchase on authentic NFL helmets. From small replicas like this one behind me to full-size authentic helmets, they've got it all. Again, that is code DENSYN, DENSYN, link in the description below to save off your first purchase from Green Gridiron Helmets. Thank you so much to them. And until next time, guys, I'm your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.